great Thursday. Of course, this is the Pete Talks Job Show, and actually glad to be talking with you this morning. I'm glad to talk with you every Thursday morning here on the Human Resources Group, where we stream live every Thursday at right around the 8:15 mark. And we have a lot to talk about today, a lot to get through here. We always do, don't we? Today we are going to, in addition to some of the job openings and things that we've got going on with several hiring employers, we're going to be talking about some HR stuff as well. And we've had that as a continual request here on the HR group. So we're going to do that and get rolling here. Of course, the Pete Talks Job Show is a syndicated podcast. You can catch the Pete Talks Job Show on, Anchor Podcast, iTunes Podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Player FM, TuneIn, Listen Notes, Spotify, Stitcher, on and on and on. Of course, all over the 24/7 WPL podcast platform. Again, all through those Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, but all kinds of stuff that goes out. And of course, the Pete Talks Job Show airs every Wednesday at 9:45 and repeats on Mondays and Tuesdays at 9:45 right here on 21/6 The Net. You can see it right here behind me, sitting in a little bit different spot this morning. But we've done a lot of work here in the studio. You can see we even have a spot here for guests, and we'll actually have some HR guests and such coming up starting over the next couple of months here on the Pete Talks Job Show. So anybody in the McHenry County, Illinois area in the HR profession who is looking for an opportunity to talk a little bit or loves to engage in conversation, let me know. Shoot me a note here on Facebook and we'll get talking. Now, right off the bat here today, we do want to talk about actually a new group to the Pete Talks Job Show, Prime Media Consulting, LLC. Now, you can actually see their big, huge banner right behind me here if you're watching on Facebook. And Prime Media Consulting actually has been looking and is looking for salespeople. They are adding salespeople to their team, to their staff, growing like crazy here in the Chicagoland area. They're based out of the McHenry County area over, they're over in Huntley. See Alex, the owner of Prime Media Consulting, quite a lot. He stops in at the studio quite often, and we talk quite a bit. Actually, even get to work with him. He's actually one of my HR clients now as well. So Alex is really I like Alex. He's very cool, straightforward. You don't wonder where you stand at all with him as the owner of the company. The employee's expectations are laid out. They're very clear. Looking for somebody that is, it would be awesome if you have experience in SEO as a service sales, SEO sales experience, maybe a little bit of experience doing website design sales, Google advertising sales, social media marketing sales, those type of things. Again, you can see the big banner right behind me here. If you're interested in a career opportunity with Alex and Prime Media Consulting, LLC, give them a call, 847-752-0018. Now, you can also check them out online, learn all about them, maybe develop a few questions before you give Alex a call. Prime Media there, primemediaconsulting.com. What they do is they actually help businesses get to the top of those searches, especially on the SEO stuff. He has a way of doing it. I don't get it. I don't do SEO kind of things, but Alex, man, the Prime Media Consulting has a way of getting you right there up to the top. It's amazing. If you're not being found when people search for your business, you should actually reach out to them. They can help you do great work for you. But again, Alex is looking for salespeople. So one more time, if you'd like an opportunity in sales, you're in the Chicagoland area, would love to talk with Alex, give him a call. Again, you can see his big right there. Everything right there. Give him a call, 847-752-0018, primemediaconsulting.com, and let him know you're looking for an opportunity and would love to talk to him. You're an awesome sales professional. I'm sure he would love to set up time to speak with you. Now, also, and we're going to stick within that sales genre, we're going to talk about Jeff Ferguson. Jeff Ferguson is the recruiting and development specialist with Shelter Insurance. Shelterinsurance.com. Go check him out. Jeff has been looking for a new insurance agent for Shelter in the Illinois Bourbonnais area, actually in a few different Illinois regions. So if you're not in Bourbonnais but looking for an opportunity in other Illinois areas, reach out to Jeff. Give him a call. He loves it when his phone rings. 815-347-3953. And you can shoot him a copy of your resume at jferguson@shelterinsurance.com. Again, Jeff absolutely loves talking with people who are outgoing, enthusiastic, entrepreneurial, and love talking to and helping people. Now, it's great if you have insurance sales experience, but that's not required. Really, more so the entrepreneurial work spirit and attitude. And because the reason for that is because they don't stand over your shoulder when you're out there doing your thing. Now, if you've never had experience in insurance sales, and again, if you've got it, that's fantastic. They welcome that. Not a requirement. But your entrepreneurial attitude and work style is. Now, when they hire you, I've talked with Jeff. Jeff's actually been a guest on the show before. They spend about a good 12 weeks with you right up front. They don't just go, oh, here you go sell this stuff. Not how that works. They spend about 12 weeks getting you trained up to speed, thorough product knowledge, thorough service knowledge. It's really, really amazing what they do and how they help develop you and set you up for success as a sales professional with their group. Learn all about them. Go to shelterinsurance.com. That's shelterinsurance.com, or just give Jeff a call, 815-347-3953. And learn all about them. Or again, one more time, shoot Jeff your resume, jferguson@shelterinsurance.com. Now, additionally, we've got, of course, in the area here, we're actually going to talk about a handful of employers that are right here in the area that we stream from, which is McHenry County, Illinois, actually McHenry, Illinois itself. But we're going to talk about a handful of employers right here in this area. And one of those is Jewel Osco. You can go to jewelosco.com. That's JEWELOSCO.com. They have retail store career opportunities open, pharmacist positions, store management opportunities open, driver positions, supply chain positions. And you know what, folks? I actually left my coffee sitting way over there. Got everything else together, got all my notes here, and forgot to grab my coffee. And I can't walk away from the stream while we're going. So I won't be getting coffee until the show is over. So bear with me, please. Back to Jewel Osco, folks. They actually are also looking for people to fill corporate division positions as well. Now, jewelosco.com, go check them out. See what they have available for you. They have opportunities in Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa, so those three states. But they've got opportunities right over here in the Jewel Osco and McHenry, in Spring Grove, over in the Fox Lake area. So if you're local to where we're streaming from, then go check them out if you're looking for a local opportunity. Additionally, local right here in Illinois is Big R. Big R actually has a store location here in McHenry, Illinois. They're over at 1860 North Richmond Road. Now, that's here in McHenry. Their store phone number is 815-385-0606. That's 815-385-0606. You can go to their website, bigr.com. If you're not in McHenry, they have career opportunities all over the place, in every state in the U.S., from Alabama all the way through to Wyoming, if you're going to name the states alphabetically. Now, they also have career opportunities in American Samoa, all the way over to Guam, and even to our international neighbor to the north, Canada. They've got career opportunities available. But right here in McHenry, Illinois, they've got openings for wow, seasonal. Of course, we're coming up on the big seasonal period here. We're right in we're the first Thursday in October. Now we've hit the fourth quarter, and all kinds of seasonal opportunities are open. Big R is no exception there. But looking for folks as cashiers, clothing associates, courtesy associates, sporting goods associates, personnel clerks, lawn and garden associates. They've got full-time, part-time, and again, seasonal career opportunities available. Check them out online, bigr.com, and see what kind of opportunities they have for you. You might not be here in McHenry, Illinois. You may be somewhere else. That's okay. Again, they've got stores in every single state, Wyoming, all the way through alphabetically back forward. If you're going to start at Wyoming, the bottom of the alphabet, all the way back up to Alabama. Go check them out. See what they have available for you. Now, additionally, we've got Home Depot, and Home Depot has locations all over the place. I mean, we've got Home Depot here in McHenry, in Fox Lake, Crystal Lake, right across the border in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. My wife and I go to those all the time. Home Depot, for me, Home Depot is the chore store. They got anything and everything you're ever going to need. In fact, we just picked up a stove from them because our stove decided to die about a month ago. So Home Depot had an awesome deal. We got a floor model, because I don't mind a dent or ding. It was actually toward the back, and got an incredible deal. Threw it in the back of the little car my wife drives, and took it home and plugged it in, and it works great. So woohoo! But Home Depot is hiring. You don't need to know about my stove story. This is Pete Talks Jobs, not Pete Talks Stoves, but Pete Talks Jobs here. Home Depot is hiring also all over the place, not just locally, but York, Pennsylvania, Reston, Virginia, Mansfield, Massachusetts, Johnston, Rhode Island, Atlanta, Georgia, Boulder, Colorado, and the list goes on and on. And they've got more than 20,000 live results on their career website for open opportunities right now. Go to careers.homedepot.com. That's careers.homedepot.com. Check them out. See what they've got available near you. I'm sure that they'll have something that whether you've got a retail experience or not, or you're just looking for a holiday work. A lot of people are. Go check it out. See what they have. Now, also right here in Chicagoland, the general Chicagoland area, even across the border into Wisconsin a little bit, there are opportunities with Wendy's. Wendy's is hiring, believe it or not. People go, oh, that's fast food. Yeah, well, I get it. That's fast food. And most of it's entry level. They have an awful lot of opportunities. But did you know that right here throughout Chicagoland, Wendy's has an incredibly wide variety of roles starting anywhere between $16 and $35 an hour. $16 to $35 an hour. You know, long ago, when I was very first starting working and going out, you know what fast food paid back then? And I know anybody watching on the Facebook stream, of course, you can't see this if you're catching the podcast or catching the rebroadcast here on 216 The Net, but my beard is full of white hair. And this was a long time ago. I think the first fast food job, and I didn't have too many of them. I think I made like, what was that? Maybe $2.35, $2.85 an hour. Then it went up to $3.35 an hour. That was the federal minimum wage long ago, folks. You're complaining about minimum wage now. It used to be below $3 an hour. It was not much. So, but Wendy's opportunities from $16 an hour all the way up to $35 an hour. They're looking for shift managers, crew members, restaurant managers, all kinds of positions. They've got opportunities open in, well, let's see, right here locally in the Chicagoland area 66. And they've got opportunities open in McHenry, Fox Lake, Bull Valley, Woodstock, Cary, Crystal Lake, Round Lake, Lindenhurst, Zion, Mundelein, Lake Zurich. Man, right across the border, they've got opportunities in Burlington, Wisconsin, the Kenosha Racine area, the Walworth County, or well, Burlington's in Walworth County, I believe. All kinds of opportunities right here, Area 66. Go to Wendys.com, WENDYS.com, and you can click on their careers or their job opportunities button, see what they have available for you, see what they've got that you can do that they're working on, and check them out. Again, career opportunities. Again, Wendy's, fast food. I get it. I understand. Many people have commented or shot me a note. But $16 to $35 an hour to start. Wow, that's amazing. That blows me away. Now, also here, we've got another group here that is based locally, but they have career opportunities all across the U.S. All across the U.S. And as a matter of fact, more than 700 job openings listed right now on their website, and that is Medline Industries, Inc. Go to medline.com, medline.com, click About Us, click Careers, then click Search Jobs. So when you go to medline.com, you got to go to the About Us, then Careers, then Search Jobs, and put your location in. They have all kinds of opportunities open. Now, the last few weeks, we've been talking about one of their opportunities down in Orlando, Florida, looking for a renewal program sales specialist. Now, you can actually search LinkedIn for this particular role and find a huge job description there. See if this is of interest to you. It works under minimal supervision, following a schedule of service calls to each hospital within an assigned market territory. Now, the goal of this is to obtain orders for available reprocessed devices, as well as conducting service and education sessions with techs, nurses, physicians, surgeons, and then other healthcare professionals about the collection and use of reprocessed devices to grow this particular program, the renewal program that they have there. So if this sounds of interest to you, again, go to medline.com, About Us, Careers, Search Jobs. Renewal Program Sales Specialist is the name of this role. Or you can search this on LinkedIn. Just go to LinkedIn, search Orlando, Florida jobs, or Medline Industries, Inc., or the job title again, Renewal Program Sales Specialist. Check it out. See what they have that might be of interest there to you. Now, of course, we're going to mention, let's see here. You know what? We are going to save this one, and we're going to talk a little bit about Little City, which is local here in McHenry and Lake County, Illinois. McHenry and Lake County, Illinois. Little City is hiring for home aides, DSPs, and CNAs. Now, you must be at least 21 to apply, have a current valid driver's license, a high school diploma, or GED. Beyond that, no experience is required. Now, they even offer paid training. You can give them a call, 847-417-1812. Again, 847-417-1812, or go to littlecity.org, littlecity.org. Check them out, learn all about them. If you've not got experience in the healthcare industry, you'd like an opportunity to break into it, this might be the perfect thing for you. Go check them out. Again, home aides, DSPs, and CNAs, they really need your help, really need your support. Now, of course, we do also want to mention this week virtualvocations.com, virtualvocations.com, and there you'll find thousands of telecommute, remote, and work from anywhere jobs, not just home, but anywhere. They've got opportunities available for, everything from entry level to executive, contract, or direct employee, part-time, full-time, seasonal, all kinds of things. So if you're looking for something and you want to work remotely, you prefer to telecommute or work remotely, whether it's from home, wherever it might be, all you need is a phone and an internet connection and you're good to go, then check them out, virtualvocations.com. They've had things listed like a telecommute HR generalist, a remote HR director, telecommute licensed therapist, a remote news writer, virtual software content reviewer, remote public relations coordinator. Wow, telecommute semantic security engineer, a remote hospital coder, on. I mean, this list just goes on and on and on, but I mean, it's literally thousands. They've got over 50 different career categories you can choose from as well. 50 different career categories. Can you believe that? It's amazing. That blows me away. That's crazy. But go check it out. If you like working remotely or virtually or from anywhere, it's a coffee shop, home, wherever it might be, go check them out and see what they have for you. Now, let's see. We're going to do two more here. Two more right quick before we get into some HR stuff. Aren't you guys excited? Woohoo, HR stuff. But we're going to get into these real quick here. One is the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Now, we've talked about them before, but of course, we're coming up on the holiday season. Now, they're right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And when I say right here, because it's not really far from where I'm sitting at the moment, might be about maybe, depending on traffic, maybe an hour, maybe a little bit more. And of course, everybody's having a lot of fun this time of year. Companies are doing a lot of holiday party planning. They've got 30 different departments. They're 30 different departments. They employ over 1,000 people right there in the Milwaukee region. Can you believe that? 1,000 people right there in the Milwaukee region. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. You can go to paysbig.com/careers. That's paysbig.com/careers, and check them out. Learn all about the opportunities they have. If you're in that area, would like to work there, the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino has been around since 1991. Good long while, not going anywhere. They're owned by the Forest County Potawatomi tribe. And from what I hear and what I understand, people really enjoy working there. They really have a good time. They have a lot of fun. So go check them out, Potawatomi Hotel and Casino in Milwaukee. Now, of course, we're coming to the fun part, right? My fun part. I enjoy doing this one because it's just fun to do. Yeah, I know. You guys go, it's fun talking. It is fun talking about jobs. I love doing this. It's always fun. But transforce.com, TRANSFORCE.com. Now, they're actually based in Alexandria, Virginia, but they have career opportunities for CDL Class A and CDL Class B drivers in 26 states across the country. 26 states across the country. And yes, we are going to name them all. We always do. I always do. It's that much fun. I like doing it. It's a blast. But if you are a driver, if you are a licensed CDL Class A or Class B driver, and you are looking for home daily routes, home daily driving opportunities, or regional driving positions, you don't mind a little over the road, you don't mind that at all, then check them out. Go to transforce.com or give them a call, 800-308-6989. Again, that's 800-308-6989. Now, are you ready? Because here we go. We're going to do this. We're going to list all 26 states. So if you're in one of these states and you're looking for a career opportunity as a driver, you're going to reach out to Transforce. Are you ready? Here we go. We got Alabama. Actually, I'm sitting in a different spot, and I have a habit of pointing toward the directions of all these states. So we'll start over. Alabama, Arizona, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Illinois here in the Chicagoland area, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Maryland, Missouri, Mississippi, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. You know what? I am not going to point those out again. That was too confusing. I'm sitting in a new spot today. So we're going to try this one more time without the pointing. My hands may be fine. You guys know I have a hard time talking without my hands moving. If you actually catch this on our Facebook live stream, that's just the way it goes. The easiest way to get me to shut up is duct tape my hands together or make me sit on them. I can't talk. I have to have my hands in order to talk. I don't know why that is. One more time, if you are a Class A CDL or Class B CDL driver, you're looking for career opportunities with home daily routes or regional driving positions, check out transforce.com, or give them a call, 800-308-6989. If you are in Alabama, Arizona, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, here in the Chicagoland area, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Maryland, Missouri, Mississippi, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. Go check them out. And folks, that actually kind of tidies up our hiring employers today. I do want to go right back to the very top. I want to go right back to the very top of what we talked about a little bit today, because actually we've got again a new group, and that is Prime Media Consulting. Now, not only are they hiring, but they are a friend of the podcast, and so you want to reach out to them if you need to be seen. When people are searching for your kind of business and you're not at the top of the search engines that people are using to find you, to ask about companies and services and products that you provide in their area, you need to reach out to Prime Media Consulting. PrimeMediaConsulting.com, or give them a call at 866-813-8650 or 847-752-0018. They provide SEO services that get your company to the top of search lists. They really, really do. And Alex is the owner. He's a very cool dude. No matter what you might hear and no matter what he might say, Alex is a cool dude. I like Alex. And everybody, I don't work with people that I don't like. I just don't. I've gotten too old for that. So if I'm working with you, it means I like you. It means I enjoy you. Now, additionally, because of that, I really, really, really love these friends of the podcast. And one of those is Patrick Canale. He's the McHenry County State's attorney, and his team has done wonderful work for our McHenry County community here in Illinois. If you need their services or would like to reach out and support them, of course, this is election season, go to McHenryCosao.com. Let me say that again, McHenryCosao.com, or give their office a call, 815-334-4195. Again, 815-334-4159. If you have an urgent need from the McHenry County State's Attorney's Office, let them know that when you call. Of course, friend of the podcast, Bill Eklund. Bill Eklund is he's in suit sales with Brooks Brothers, established in 1818. Not Bill. Bill was not established in 1818, but Brooks Brothers was. It's a 201-year-old company. Obviously knows what they're doing and how to keep you clothed and looking good. If you need a new wardrobe for that new job or that career search you're conducting, or you just want to freshen up for a fall look, reach out to Bill. Give him a call. He's in the Pleasant Prairie Outlet Mall area for the Brooks Brothers here in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. The phone number there is 262-857-6900. Again, 262-857-6900 for Bill. In Florida, Sarasota, Tampa, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, you can reach out to HH Staffing Services. They are a full-service staffing company. HHStaffingServices.com, owned by Darren Rohr, another awesome guy, really cool guy. If you're looking for work or you need people and help, reach out to HHStaffingServices.com, right there in Florida. It's Sarasota, Tampa, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, and see what they can do for you. Now, also, we are going to talk about Don Seavis, another friend of the podcast. Don I'm not wearing my name tag, but I don't think people could see my name tag today on the Facebook live feed. That's all right. It just reminds me who I am and lets people remind me who I am in case I forget while I'm out and about. But Don Severson is the development director for the National School Project, nationalschoolproject.com. Their mission is to recruit and train university students to coach and mentor high school students to reach their campuses for Christ. 815-276-7511. Give Don a call, 815-276-7511. Additional cool guy, a couple of cool dudes. Hunter Taraski, business development professional with Express Professionals right here in McHenry County, Illinois, 815-788-8556. And now Hunter actually helps a lot of area employers with their temporary staffing needs right out of Express Pros there in Crystal Lake, Illinois. Hunter's phone number, 815-788-8556. I've known Hunter for a long time. Very dependable, very reliable, knows his stuff. Really, really good guy for you to talk to if you need help there. Give Hunter a holler. Of course, if you're looking for a car, new car, used car, whatever it might be, my family, my wife and I, even my two of my sons have worked with Mark Pepin, the pre-owned vehicle manager over at Sunnyside Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram here in McHenry, Illinois. We've had very, very good experiences there. I like Mark. He's always done well for us, always done right for us. We've always been happy with the purchases we've made there, my family and I. Sunnyside Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Mark's phone number, 815-385-7220. 815-385-7220, or go to sunnysidecompany.com. That's sunnysidecompany.com. Now, of course, for all of the folks who support 216 The Net and 24/7 WPL, of course, 24/7 WPL loves eggs from Vital Farms. If you go to vitalfarms.com, check out their eggs, ethical eggs from happy pasture-raised hens, vitalfarms.com, delicious eggs from healthy, happy hens. And of course, we've got the folks that support 216 The Net. X-Tech LLC provides device repair and service plans, business servers, and single server support, web design. They also specialize in custom gaming PC builds. Contact Justin and George for IT done right the first time. xtech.repair. Give them a call, 815-516-8075. Now, of course, you also have Natural Therapy Wellness Center. Go to McHenryMassage.com, 815-385-8190. Again, 815-385-8190. They can help you out with a few aches and pains. Now, folks, it is time to move on and talk about some HR stuff here today. I hope you're ready for that. We've got a lot going. I mean, oh my gosh, there is so much going on in the world of HR. And I know here on the Facebook HR group, this is where we stream live on the video stuff every week. Of course, the P-Talks Jobs is a syndicated podcast. We reach out to a little over 115,000 weekly listeners on the podcast. There are over 16,000 members right here on the Human Resources group in Facebook. We also, of course, broadcast and air on 216 The Net, reaching thousands more. It's truly humbling how many of you people love to listen to me talk about jobs, share your jobs for me to talk about, but also want to talk about HR stuff. And I've been in HR for more than 25 years. And I'm glad that now I get to only work with clients that I really know and like. I've got, again, Prime Media is now an HR client of mine. I also work with Shope and Pest Solutions. You can go to shopeandpest.com, learn all about them. They're right here in McHenry. In fact, I'll be sitting down with Pete this morning about 9:30. I'm there every Thursday morning talking with Pete, the owner of Shope and Pest Solutions. Brenco Machine and Tool in Crystal Lake, do HR for them. Was actually just there meeting with Ken yesterday, talking about some updated things there. But on the HR side of things, we've got the WPI Wage Watch, minimum wage, tip, and overtime developments here in September, and you can actually go online, search Littler Mendelson PC. They did a great article on that. Also, we've got, of course, Recreational marijuana industry workers entitled to overtime. Well, duh, the 10th Circuit rules. And that's actually, if you go search expert HR, they did a great article on that. Folks, I don't know how if you've got a direct employee here, and it doesn't matter if they're temp or direct. If they're temp workers, the temp agency's got to pay them. If you're a W-2 employee and you're hourly earner or non-exempt salary earner, you got to get overtime wages. Anything over 40 hours a week, it's pretty much standard. Go to the wage and hour division, check it out, look at the rules on that. But marijuana, or just because you think they're marijuana workers, I mean, if they're in states where it's legal. Now, see, I think the problem that people were having is that, recreational marijuana use is still federally against the law. And how the heck do you reconcile this? If you're in a state where the state says it's legal, I've talked to a handful of attorneys on this. What the attorneys are saying is that until someone fights this fight, until someone decides to fight the fight, which starts at the state level, an employer decides to fight the fight at the state level, and then it makes it from the state, it's got to go then to the federal courts. Depending, it's got to make its way all the way up. It's got to get federally argued before we know exactly where everything stands nationally, or the feds have to change the law. And it seems like, and I don't want to get into a whole political discussion because that just makes my brain melt. But as far as recreational marijuana industry workers go, the 10th Circuit rules that they are entitled to overtime. So if that's your thing, that's what you do, you got to pay your workers overtime. Now, additionally, you might want to go check out Jackson Lewis PC. They did a great article just the other day titled, "What Am I Doing Wrong? Common FMLA Mistakes." FMLA mistakes drive HR people. It's tough. FMLA can be tough. You've got to really, really read up, really be thorough, really know what it is you're talking about and digging into. FMLA is tough. It's a tough one. Takes an enormous amount of study and enormous amount of updating. So be on top of that. If you're a qualifying employer, and again, not every employer is bound by FMLA. A lot of employees think, oh, well, I get to take FMLA. Not automatically, you don't. First, you got to be with an employer who is actually mandated under FMLA. Not every employer is. Then you've actually got to be with that employer for a certain amount of time before you yourself, if it's a mandated employer, you have to have been employed by them for a certain amount of time before you yourself are eligible for FMLA coverage, FMLA leave coverage under the laws. So there's a lot you've got to learn about it, a lot you got to investigate about it. Now, also, let's take a quick look here on the Human Resources Facebook group. We've got a new member here who actually put a post up, and I wanted to roll down through anybody who can help. And a few people have chimed in already. He just put this post up yesterday, and I'll just call him Mr. F. Won't call him out here on the show because he didn't give me permission. I didn't ask him about this. But his post reads, "I'll be switching roles into our HR benefits coordinator, and I am seeking advice. Do you know of any newsletter websites where I can receive updates on laws and trends around HR? The person I report to expects me to be aware of this and report to her so that we can be proactive. We own several facilities across the U.S. Lastly, are there any cheap books that I could purchase, rent to further understand this role? Any advice from someone starting in this role or holding this role? Thank you in advance for your help." So that's a really cool post. I love seeing posts like that here on our Human Resources group. And he's already had 13 comments, 13 replies. Now, one of the things, Mr. F, his initials are CF. So just leave it at that. One of the websites I use and refer to quite often for updates, because it's very, very good about providing updates, is elinfonet.com. and it's the Employment Law Information Network. And there are some things that are free, some things you have to pay for. It's very, very good about giving updates, not only federally, but within states. I like it. It does a good job. So maybe check that out. And hopefully that will be a good resource for you. Now, also, we've got someone here that has posted, and the human resources group, it is a public group, and so if you're tapping into that, when you ask to join, you have to answer 3 questions. Primarily, all I want to know, because I'm the admin of this group, is all I want to know is, are you a person, not a robot, not a catfisher, not a scammer, not a spammer? So when you go in, you got to answer the questions. I'll take a quick look at them. I don't take the time to vet every single person. I mean, we've got over 16,000 members, and it's growing every day. In fact, over the course of time that I started this stream, we've actually already got, I think, 70, in the last 30 minutes, 76 people want to join this group. That's 76 more. We have, at the moment, we have 16,632 members here in the Human Resources group here on Facebook. That's a lot of folks. So, but at any rate, someone else posted, I had an interview today, and it was a total disaster. It was a federal position with a National Guard, and they asked questions with a lot of abbreviations, and I had no idea what they meant. The job was open to civilians. Here's the dealio. Yes, they open a lot of governmental agencies open jobs to civilians. They like to do that. In fact, some are required to do that. Even some facilities and governmental, whether it's all the way from federal all the way down to municipal, local, they're actually required to have some number of civilian workers. It's just part of the initiatives that they have, policies that they have. What most of them don't realize is they don't know how to interview. And I've been through this. I've been through the experience. I've consulted for some folks on this level. They're not actual HR people. Many have never been through HR, any kind of HR training. They are just given the responsibility to do this. And they speak in governmental speak. They use governmental language, and there are acronyms galore. When you go out into any type of governmental environment, governmental setting, they speak in alphabet. They don't, their words are gone. They put an acronym on everything, acronyms, abbreviations, and it makes it, if you don't know that language, if you don't know governmental language, again, it doesn't matter if it's local government, municipal, city, state, city, county, state, or federal, it can be very difficult to carry on a conversation when you get somebody who goes into work mode and they're telling you all about the role, all about the job, all about the position, and they start using abbreviations and acronyms because that's how they do things, because they have titles of things, programs, departments, processes, job titles themselves, and their job titles are often at different levels, some even with regard to security levels, some with regard to pay grade levels, and it gets ridiculously overwhelming for people who are civilians. Those of us out here in the general population, in the general public, it gets ridiculous for us to even understand what is being talked about. So I would say to this poster in HR, or in the HR group, human resources group, that probably wasn't you so much. It takes a lot of pre-study, a lot of learning, a lot of educating yourself before you even walk into a lot of these interviews. And it's really, really tough to carry on a conversation. It could just be that you wound up sitting down with somebody who's just not great at interviewing people outside of the the scope. They probably just sit and talk with a lot of internal candidates a lot of the time. So it's a little unusual. So, hey, Eric, how you doing? Hello, Randy, how are you? Good to see you there. And so it's really cool to see some people chiming in here and hopping in. If you've got any comments or anything you'd like to add. But additionally, going down through well, actually, we've got a poster who is looking. I am looking for recommendations on cultural sensitivity training. Does anyone have any resources available? There are a handful of comments. This was a post that was up just a couple of hours ago this morning, and it is really, really, really. That's a really good question. Only a couple of comments. That's a tough one. I've actually never gone outside for cultural sensitivity training. I generally will refer people on. I'm not a big fan of that side of HR. It's just not. I generally work for my clients at the kind of like the director level, heavy on legislation and compliance, very heavy on legislation, compliance, policy administration, and then internal employee and people relation issues, generally not with regard to cultural sensitivity training. That doesn't come up in my scope very often. It's relatively rare. Someone here mentioned someone by the name of Ty Howard, T.Y. Howard, came out and kept everyone engaged. One says, suggest check with your local one-stop career center job service. So workforce centers is what they're called here in Illinois. Used to be called the unemployment office. Now it's called a workforce center. They actually do have really good resources for things like this. And that's generally what I tell people to do is say, hey, if you're looking for that, let's get in touch with the local workforce center or workforce network center here in whatever county that you're in here in Illinois. It's where I do most of my work because I'm based here in Illinois. These are good questions. Let's see. Here's another. This one's kind of funny, and I, you know what? I can get carried away. I got to look at my time. Wow. Okay, folks. I am tight on time. Sandra, how are you? How you doing? Good to see you here on the Facebook group. Folks, I'm going to do one more real little one, and then I actually have to hit the bricks. I didn't realize what time it was. I get talking about HR stuff. It's easy for me to get sidetracked, but I like this question, so I want to read it. This was actually posted 15 hours ago here on the group. What is y'all's opinion of the standard HR to employee ratio? I know it's an annoying question. It's not. It's a really good question. I always found it to be 60-1, but now with technology, the ratio has increased to 80-1. Does this headcount seem correct? You know what, folks? No. That's... Anyone who says who gives you a ratio of anything more than maybe right around 20 to 25-1 in smaller companies, smaller organizations, man, because I see folks dealing with HR stuff, they're at 75-1, 100-1, 150-1, and that's ridiculous. 50-1 is really, really pushing it. That's 50 people for every one HR rep. 50 people have stuff that goes on every day. 20 people have stuff that goes on every day in an organization. And for senior management, executive management to handle all that stuff in even a small company is really, really, really tough. And that's why a lot of my clients are smaller employers, people who have maybe 75 or fewer people that I do HR consulting for. It's really tough for them. I will not agree with anyone. Someone says we are at 2 for every 900. 2 for 900 people. That is nuts. If you're an employer and you've only got 2 HR people for 900 employees, you're smoking a drapes. You're sniffing a carpet glue. I don't care what anybody tells you in that organization. Someone needs to have their earwax cleaned out because they're not listening. That's nuts. That's goofy. It's crazy. That's my That's my a couple of cents. Eric came in late and would request that you give a subject for the day. Actually, Eric, I went through a couple of new federal articles, federal law updates, talking a little bit about the marijuana stuff. Then I actually hit a few posts here in the human resources group. And actually, folks, what's going to happen now? Well, folks, I got to hit the bricks. I got to get the road. I got to get over to one of my HR clients. So I've really, really enjoyed talking with you today here on the Pete Talks Jobs Show. And I do hope that we get to talk again a little bit more and do this all again next week. We always do. We always will. But folks, that's going to wrap it up for me today. You've been listening to the Pete Talks Job Show, a syndicated podcast reaching out to a little over 115,000 weekly listeners, also streaming across 24/7 WPL's platforms, reaching thousands more, and of course, airing here on 216 The Net, 216thenet.com. You can catch the Pete Talks Job Show every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, rebroadcasting at 9:45 a.m. Central Time. We'll catch you all again next week. Take care. So long. Have a great Thursday and the rest of your week.